Hello and welcome back to Relaxing with Bubby. Now, I have been like a few days off, so I will explain in this video what I have been doing actually. So, what I was doing, boo. Now, if you haven't heard of this app before, I'm quite surprised, but actually then you are actually saved from the plenty of people on that app. But there are some lovely people and some bad people. I had friends, right? I had friends to begin with. But what if I had a friend who I can bond with down the line and eventually start a strong relationship through the video games we play? That sounds freaking awesome. That'd be a slapping idea. Until it basically wasn't. I got a few people on the app, like just under 200 matches to see if any one of those lovely people would play some video games with me, guys and girls, right? Starting each conversation off, hey, do you play any video games? 3 question marks. I always like to add 3 question marks to emphasize the saying to people that I'm only interested in video games, because as you can see in my profile on the app, it says that if you love video games and having a good time, then that's me. You can swipe right on me, because obviously that's what I want to do. I think that's also the reason why I tried Tinder, but unfortunately a lot of people on there are looking for a short time, not a long time. I've seen that in so many profiles. They come to my country, right? They know it's a good place, all right? All these blonde ladies, and they always say, I'm looking for a short time, not a long time, I guess to is their own, I guess. Yeah, I got mixed responses, even if they have hashtag gaming in their profiles. Why do you put gaming if you don't play any video games? If you're going to tell me I'm a mother of 2 kids, I have a husband and a successful business, video games are for children, then why even add me in the first place? What the hell? Now, if you might be thinking, I did add you. Yes, I did, because you had gaming in your profile. If I did not see gaming, then you must be mistaken, okay? Now, if I did add you and you didn't have gaming in your profile and you got a fright like, oh, this gorgeous young man wants to add me, but unfortunately, if you didn't read my profile, I literally said, I want people who play video games. Yeah, it's debatable if I'm gorgeous or not, but hey, I mean, some people find me cute, so might as well, you know what I'm saying? Then, to be honest with you, I mean, I didn't really care how people looked at me, but I'd love some cute girls, to be honest with you, when I did match with quite a bit, actually. Although, most of the time, they would just talk about food, League of Legends and Fortnite. One of the cute girls actually got me back into Fortnite again. I wish I didn't play. I literally stayed away from Fortnite for the longest time ever, but then I saw the battle pass and I had a few leftover V-Bucks from the other season that I previously played quite a while back, so I'm like, okay, shit, the freaking Halo female skins, looking gorgeous as hell, might as well get them. That's a whole other story. I'm gonna tell you about it later. Yeah, and my voice is a little bit rusty because it's morning, so please excuse me. Yeah, I guess League of Legends is a popular game, Valorant is definitely a popular game, and DBD is an absolutely popular game with a bunch of the girls that I match with. For some reason, they like playing DBD for some reason. I don't know. But it was a little hard to find someone who played Steam and actually had Stardew Valley, Once Human, Castle Crashers, freaking Barrow Trauma, Deep Rock Galactic, all those games. Although I already had friends that play Once Human, very nice people. But lately I've had a limited social battery meter, you know what I'm saying? It's worse than my hunger bar in Minecraft, but it's doable. So I'd much rather have like a one-on-one connections, like just 2-player games, if you know what I'm saying. But a one-on-one connection with someone who has similar interests and looks cute, boom, you got a nice lady who I honestly was hoping to play more video games with, but absolutely shut me down in the ground as the last person on their contact list. I'm serious, like, damn. Oh, and by the way, I will not give the names of any person in this video. It will remain confidential unless the person themselves come out with their own hit piece on me, just to let you know. Because otherwise, if they want to talk back to me, go ahead. Maybe you'll find them in the comment section. Otherwise, they can have a good time and just don't interact with me anymore. I'm just saying from my experience. I'm not wanting you to interact with me anymore. But if you want to say your piece and you want to say how you felt about Mr. Bubby Butler, go ahead. That's up to you. I'm glad. I take all criticism. Long story short, she was literally in the same library of games as me. She had almost my exact library of video games. Viscera, Cleanup, Detail, Gary's Mod, all those great games. I mean, she was 1-for-1 video games. That was awesome. I was so excited when I met someone like that. Almost copy verbatim. It was so cool. I really enjoyed their company while it lasted. But it turns out one day I was excited to enjoy more video games with them. Then they told me straight to my face, right? Freaking in Discord. Oh, I was just busy with another buddy. I just met him today and we get along just good together. Shit, man. I felt like a shotgun just blasted through my chest as full force, bloody double barrel super shotgun from Doom. it was crazy. Just obliterated me. My heart ached at that message and honestly left me drained, like completely. I never felt that drained before. You know, I felt like I lost all hope in this friendship lasting. You know, I felt like I was gonna be like the last person in the group to actually realize that I'm there and to play video games with. Because that's honestly what I joined the app to do, was to play video games with someone. Yeah, so I left the conversation saying like I wasn't feeling 100% and I wasn't gonna reply sooner than usual. Then she hits me in the face with, "I cannot sleep for real, darkness all around me, skull emoji," or something like that. Bloody hell, she doesn't even acknowledge the fact that I wasn't feeling good. She just says her own shit. I notice whenever I ask her about something, she likes to add her own situation. She never likes to ask you, "Oh, are you feeling okay?" Or, oh, that's bad," or at least acknowledge what I was feeling at the time. Not everyone has to do that, you know, it's up to you. But at least acknowledging that someone isn't feeling good at the moment is actually way better than straight up just saying your own shit randomly. I think that was when I just started feeling like, okay, bloody hell, what the hell was even the point of this conversation? So yeah, a few days afterwards, like literally yesterday, he messaged me with a Let's Game It Out video, which I absolutely love, okay? I mean, I love a Let's Game It Out, it's awesome. But then I gave her the hard truth about how I felt about the whole situation that happened, because she said she was going to be busy again. All right. I replied with others XD, because I already knew. And then she responded, "Yeah, you see, literally there, with others, you know, instead of telling me, hey, look, I'm going to be playing with other friends. Maybe we can play another time, you know, maybe this day or something like that. But I'll get to that soon, let me tell you." Then I proceeded with, "Alright, I don't really care who you play with because you're your own person." I mean, yeah, that was a bit aggressive and I was already feeling hurt from the last conversation we had. No, hold on. I know one day she might even tell people about me. "He kept hugging me. I don't like hugs. He was harassing me." No, listen. Gen Z talking brain rot lady. Please, okay? You clearly needed hugs because you vented to me more often than you played video games with me. So please, okay? Kind of sad to think that she's, you know, my age, but honestly, to is their own. I also sent a bunch of skull emojis and plenty of embarrassing text back then. So, I mean, at that time I was trying to fit in with all the Gen Z trends, but thank goodness that's really the case nowadays. Then she responded after I gave her the passive-aggressive response. Okay, don't need to go all passive-aggressive on me. Skull emoji. Damn, okay. Man, that was really at the end of it all right there. I mean, not once does she explain if she's just trying to find more people to play with or preferred playing with others, which I totally understand that. I mean, I would prefer the honest truth instead of acting all nonchalant about it. I proceeded to explain why I was really excited to play games with her. You know, it was awesome and I hoped to find someone we could have played more video games instead of being put aside, you know what I'm saying? I felt like we could have played much more video games. I was really eager to do that, and I guess I sounded to her like I was someone that was very desperate to play video games. And I was too extreme, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna censor the name in the screenshot. You don't have to go message this person. But yeah, just for confidentiality, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, I was excited to play video games with you since we had a lot of games in common. I like bonding, you know? Call me sensitive, but I really like playing the games with you. And then we played like one game, man. And I haven't known you for that long. I'm not exactly keen on being friends with someone who instantly like that if they're way too extreme with how they interact with it. Just because I was busy with other people doesn't mean I wasn't gonna ever play games with you again. I have a lot of people in my friends list, and there's a lot of people who ask me to hang out with them. And I usually hang out with them if I'm not already too busy. I could have scheduled. She's freaking playing Schedule 1 with me now. Damn, okay, she's going to schedule a deal with me just so I can play video games? Is that I can, you know, I could have scheduled a gaming session with you if you had asked, like on another day. But I kind of don't want to now because, again, you're being a bit of a weirdo. A weirdo, you say? That's kind of interesting. Sad emoji, skull face emoji. What is this? What is this? It's like I'm talking to someone who's 16 years old. I mean, what the generation of people nowadays, please? I don't know. And then I ended off with, I didn't want to end it off on a bad note, have a bad day or anything like that. I don't care how she feels, honestly, at this point, because now it's over. But I said, all right, I understand. But thanks for being honest, though. Have a great week, by the way. Yeah, that's how I ended off. And this is what type of people they like to do. They like to tell you what they are going to do after everything goes to shit and make you feel bad and responsible for messing it up. But lady, trust me, I've been there plenty of times. I've done that to people I wish I didn't, and I was a self-entitled prick back then who thought that everyone preferred me instead of others, which I couldn't have been more wrong. Now I just hope I can find someone who has things in common to hopefully bond and play video games with, you know? Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do this whole time. So basically that was my last reaction with her, and I didn't want it to end off badly, so that's what I said. I just said have a nice week. If you're wondering about guys, I did try to make friends with guys too, but honestly some felt gay. And I'm not into that. Second of all, most of them just like prefer talking instead of playing video games. Instead of texting me saying like, hey, you got this game or something like that, you know, to actually tell me what video games they enjoy playing. And then I would play video games with them. That rarely happens, but I can't really say anything about that anymore since I'm not really on the app much. But when I am on the app, I do tend to talk to people that I still have, which is quite awesome. Sticking with the lovely ladies was a better option, you know, plus you never know if it'll form into something amazing down the line. So that's kind of the reason why I'm still on there now, you know. I never know if I'll find a lovely lady that I can actually enjoy playing video games with down the line, who actually isn't in a relationship and enjoys my company. Yes, because trust me, a lot of the ladies that I do talk with are already in relationships, so it kind of feels like you're the one being put aside quite a few times. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess that's what I've been doing. I mean, that's it. I hope you enjoy the little rant on what happened in just a few days. But I definitely get to making more videos now that I'm free. What the hell, man?